So we are in the Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter. Sorry, we are in the 7th chapter, 16th shloka. Chaturbhija bhajante mam jana sukritun arjuna arto jigyasu artharthi jnani cha bharata shabha. O best among the Bharatas, Arjuna, the four kind of pious men render devotion service unto me, the distressed, the desire of wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for the knowledge of the Absolute. And this is very common actually. It's easy to understand. Suppose the wood is dry, it easily burns. The wood is wet, it is very difficult to burn. Okay. How do you say in Kannada? Wood, what do you say? Huh? Kati. Katige. And dry and wet? And then wet? So, ಕಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇದೆ, ಹೊನ ಇದೆ, ಬಹಳ ಸುಲಭ ಇದೆ ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡುವ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಆ ಹೊನ ಇಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಸಮಾಜ, ಸಾಧಾರಣ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಜನ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಭಾಗವತಂ ಆಲ್ಸೋ that actually, suppose kirtan is going on, four people behave in different way. What is the famous shloka? Nivritta tarshayopigiyamana bhavaushadi shroto bhopi rama kautuma shloka gunanumana. What it says, if somebody is completely pure, he has given up desire for sense gratification, he can easily burn in Krishna consciousness. That is a pure devotee, akama, nivritta. And then there is another category, the person for whom it is purification. Like we, when you are doing japa, we are not in ecstasy, but it is purification. And then there is third stage, there is the people who is not purification, who is not in ecstasy, but when they come to the program, they find, it's very nice. And then there is the fourth category, the person who is called Pashugna, who gets irritated. So here it is talking about the people who are pious, the shloka. Sukritina. Pious means wherever they are situated, doesn't matter whichever religion they are situated, they are following some rules and regulations. Their life is well governed and organized. Pious. Punyatmas. Around the world you find such people. And these people, when they come to Krishna consciousness, they take it like, immediately they take it. Just like a dry grass burns immediately. It is also said when you fall from the spiritual world, it is like a spark. If it goes to water, it is puss. If it puts in dry grass, immediately it burns. It remains some amount of Krishna consciousness. By careful fanning, it immediately comes out. Okay? So Krishna consciousness is dormant in everybody's heart. But when the mind is sinful, the mind is involved in irregular habits, then it is very difficult to energize that person into full spiritual life. It is not easy. Prabhupada says someplace very nicely. He says you choose. Among the material desire, which is the biggest desire? Sex desire. So Prabhupada says you choose Krishna or sex. Every moment we have to choose that. Because among all the material desire, this is the mukhya. He is the head. If you can reject him, others are automatically gone, more or less. They are vaporized form of sex desire. So illicit sex or Krishna, you have to choose. Every moment the decision is there for us. We can't choose this and say, I have Krishna. No possible. You lost that already. Okay? That's the choice constantly going on. Prabhupada says very nicely in Prabhupada. Okay, so here we understand this fact. The people who are pious. Now these people are not in the category of pure devotee. They are not in the category of pure devotees because pure devotee doesn't go to Krishna for anything. He just goes to serve Krishna with love. These are all different varieties of people who approach. Let us understand them. What are the four kind of people? The one kind of person is that distressed. He comes in great pain. Many people, if they are pious, if they are in difficulty, they pray to the Lord. And many people are there. Sridhar, at the end you can explain in Kannada a little. And then just brief it. But if you are not pious, what happens if you are in distress? They curse God. Alright? I am such a nice man and this person has done what God has done. But a person who is pious, he doesn't do that. And the difference is this, we said many times. A pious man, when he is in trouble, he prays to God and he takes the blame on himself. Yes, I deserve more. There's nothing. Like Haridas Thakur, when he was caned in 22 marketplaces, he said, my Lord, I deserve more. This is nothing. This is a devotee. And then next, when an impious man gets into difficulty, he curses God. But I am such a nice man, why these things you have done to me? And reverse, when a pious man comes to some very comfortable condition, he thanks God. And when an impious man is in comfortable condition, he takes credit for himself. So it's a reverse condition. Okay? Where they put it. So now, therefore, unless one is pious in distress, he will not pray to God. People will curse God. Impious. Correct? Only a pious man, well regulated. Because the Krishna consciousness can easily book. So he is able to come to the Lord's shelter and pray, my Lord, please help me. Okay? That is. Then what is the next man? Desire of wealth. Many times, money is the biggest problem in this world. Prabhupada says, poverty is a curse. Okay? So it happens sometimes. Person is not having money. So at that time also they pray to God. Okay? And then the inquisitive. Inquisitive means there's a lot of questions. Why this is like this? Why this is like this? Some people come, we meet them like that, and they take to Krishna consciousness. And some people, knowledge of the absolute truth. He also takes. He reads Bhagavad Gita, he understands, surrender to Krishna. Now all this kind of people are coming to God. But somebody wants knowledge, somebody is inquisitive, somebody wants money. But among the four, Krishna says later, the person who comes in knowledge is the best. Why? Because particularly the first two categories, they run away when their problem is solved. It is said in Kannada also shloka available, in Hindi also so many shloka, where say Sankata only. When Sankata is there, people go to God. When Sankata is over, they forget God. They do not understand. When we were in Vrindavan, we heard that example, very nice example. We were very tired sitting, we were waking up and then sleeping, waking up and hearing the class. He was explaining very nicely. He had to address on the shloka of Jada Bharata having the previous birth of a deer, how he got cursed. So he said, when punishment is there, it is for rectification. Jada Bharata could understand why I am being punished, and he rectified. Suppose somebody is put in jail, it's a punishment. But what is the punishment is given so that he rectifies himself. The goal is not to harm him. Goal is to benefit him also. So Krishna is also giving difficulty. It is only to rectify us. Correct? If the lesson of rectification is not taken, then the punishment is of no use. Agree? Simply Krishna doesn't want to punish. Government simply doesn't want to put somebody in jail and tell him to break stones. No. For him to get rectified. So all of us have to become rectified. But Jadabharata could understand that I am being punished, and he took steps for rectification. He ran to where the other deities were there, where the sages were there. He took prasadam flowers, and he was passing in times so that to rectify. And he said, what is our condition? We are also being punished, but we are not understanding there is something wrong with me, and I have to be rectified. We are not able to understand it. It's a beautiful example how serious Jadabharata was. Next life, Jadabharata became a madman. So serious. Because he knows. He was a samadhi on Krishna. Externally appearing mad to people. Completely in smarana of the Lord. And later when Rahuguna met him, he could recognize a great saint who was appearing like mad in this world. So in this way, we should also take a step that I have to get rectified. I have to become serious. Now, that's the power of pure devotee. Prabhupada says in the later one of the purports that will come in this chapter. Not only these four, even the previous four variety of Dushkritana or Sukritana, pure devotee can save all 8 varieties. The moment these 4 people meet a pure devotee, not directly, when they meet a pure devotee, from these 4 conditions, they become just like people out of these 4 conditions buy books from us. Either he is in some questions, either he is in knowledge, I should read Bhagavad Gita, or is in great distress, or is not of money. He's saying, let me take shelter of Gita. Then what happens the moment he takes shelter of Gita, he comes to platform of pure devotion service. Even the people who read what Dushkritana said previous shloka, they also, if they meet by chance a pure devotee, he can even deliver them. So Prabhupada said devotee is so powerful. Therefore in Bhagavatam it is said, no? What is the shloka in Bhagavatam? Shridhara, see what has happened. The child is crying. It looks like something serious. Must have fallen. Now, what is the shloka? Kirata hunanda pulinda pulkasha avira shamba yavana kashadaya. It is said there are varieties of sinful people on earth. The list is given. But all of them, Prabha Vishnave Namaha, if they come to the shelter of a pure devotee, he is so powerful, he can deliver them. So not only this 4, pure devotee can deliver the previous 4 also, but somehow or another they have to associate with it. That is the power of a pure devotee. That is the power of Prabhupada's books. Whomever you give. It's first 4 or last 4. You give to Dushkritana, you give to Naradama. Dushkritana varieties are there. Either way you take. Naradama, Maya Prita Jnana, then Mudha, and then Asuri Bhavamashita. Whichever way, you take these 4 varieties or you take these 4 pious varieties. Jigyasu, Artharthi, Jnani, and Artha. You take these 8 varieties, any one of them, pious or impious, if they touch a heart of a pure devotee. See, you see in this world, when people talk, their heart is enchanted by sinful desires. What is the power? Rishabhadeva says, Nunam pramatta kurte vikarma. Because they are thinking they will become happy by sense gratification, the sooner they become mad. But devotees, it's a different factor altogether. Their heart is full of jewels. Devotee's heart is full of some pleasures of Krishna consciousness. Heart is full. So many varieties of desires of Krishna consciousness. Heart is full of them. And a sinful man, his heart is full of different, In train you are sitting, they'll come in, people are talking. Yeah, you watched that movie, see, you were like that. You watched that novel. They're talking about all material enchantments. Their heart is enchanted by material variety. And devotee's heart is enchanted by spiritual variety. That is the difference. So the devotee is so powerful that any kind of person he meets, either pious or impious, finally Badara is a Manodharma only. Both are useless only. They are thinking it is big deal. Inquisitive, all useless finally. All 8 are material only. But pure devotee, his heart is full of enchanted by Krishna if he shares it with either of these 8 categories. But among the 8 categories, the pious category is easy. Impious category is tough. But then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to save the most fallen people. His process is so beautiful that anybody can be delivered. Anybody can be delivered. Prabhupada delivered what they were, the first 4 category. What kind of people Prabhupada got in America? The last 4 category only. Naradama, the lowest of mankind, addicted to all the sinful activities. Correct? He made Mudha, work like donkeys, and then Maya Pritagyana, too proud of whatever little nonsense they know, and then full of atheistic propensities. Prabhupada generally met those people. He didn't meet these 4 pious categories. Generally not. Correct? But he delivered them. That is the power of a pure devotee. Therefore, when it is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Advaita Acharya is such a powerful personality, he can convert even meat eaters into devotees. That is the power of Advaita Acharya. So we can understand an Acharya's power, how great he is. Today so many people are there, hardly anybody is able to make devotees in that section. Hardly. Why? You need a powerful person. We have to be powerful to be able to convert people from a sinful background. But at least from the pious background, we can convert people, it's easy. Okay? But anyway, if we have full faith and we sincerely follow, Prabhupada can use us, and from pious or impious of any category, he can help us to bring people to the shelter of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki, Bhagavad Gita ki.